Angry and ignored, the feeling among the 2,000 protesters here almost palpable. Frustrated by the enormous discount Alberta crude is being sold for, about $40 per barrel less than the U.S. benchmark price these days.
It's a huge economic crisis for Canada, for Alberta, for every Canadian. They should be concerned about the fact that oil and gas producers are not making any money.
The reason for that crisis and this protest, an inability to get Canadian oil to market due to a lack of pipeline capacity. And rightly or wrongly, in this crowd, much of the blame for that lies with Justin Trudeau, in town today to speak about that very problem.
Because we're forced to sell our oil at a discount, Canada's economy is losing an estimated $80 million a day. That's unacceptable.
But no concrete solutions on offer in this speech or in this week's fiscal update.
Even industry isn't entirely united on the best ways to move forward on how to fix this differential.
Well, the Prime Minister did meet with industry heavyweights today, some of whom have been calling for mandated reductions in oil production. The hope being that decreasing the production of oil here will bring prices for Canadian crude back up. Another option being proposed, increasing oil by rail until a new pipeline is built, something Alberta has asked the federal government to pay for, a plan the province's premier was disappointed to see left out of the federal fiscal update.
If there was this kind of economic crisis going on in the manufacturing sector in Ontario, we're pretty sure it would make its way into the first two paragraphs of the fiscal update.
Unresolved, it's an economic crisis that could cost Alberta's treasury as much as $4 billion in 2019. A political crisis for a government facing an election in the spring and an increasingly hostile electorate. Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.
Now, the government has been unable to push through a pipeline expansion after buying the Trans Mountain project for $4.5 billion this summer. The construction has been slowed by a federal court ruling that suggested more meaningful consultation with Indigenous communities was needed, so the government is trying to do that now. But according to the fiscal update, it has made $70 million on the investment already. On an annualized basis, that would be $200 million.